Welcome back to the Unpack Mindset, folks. This is Jesse Garcia, your host, and someone asked me earlier today, "Hey, Garcia, do you think that COs hate inmates?" Man, you guys are trying to get me in trouble. I swear. Why you guys got to be asking me questions like that? You know what, man? Look, this is how I feel about it. Um, I'm going to speak for myself. I'm not going to speak for nobody else. Um, I was never emotionally connected like that at work, man. For me. If you love inmates, then you're in the wrong business, and if you hate inmates, you're also in the wrong business, man. Because I feel like you got people all around you that love inmates. So, man, it's just better. It's just better to not be emotionally connected at work because it keeps you firm, fair, and consistent, man. It allows you to not go around taking shit personal or trying to do stupid shit like just you guys know what I'm getting at. Okay, becoming over familiar or doing dumb shit. Anyway, yeah, man. It's kind of weird because when I first started, um, I was in a level 4, man, and we were so busy responding to alarms, doing all kinds of shit. Honestly, I was a new officer and I didn't even have time to process my own sleep. I was just working double shifts, responding to alarms, getting held over at the gate. Um, I honestly feel like we were all more concerned about getting hurt ourselves and just making sure that we made it through the day. As time went on, I seen the department go through a lot of changes, and honestly, it just I'm sure that senior officers can understand what I'm saying. Um, I believe that if you become too emotionally connected at work, um, you stress out, man. You start stressing out and you end up cutting your career short. You end up cutting your career short. You end up getting yourself in different types of predicaments, man, that you didn't have to be in. And honestly, it's just better to be firm, fair, and consistent. I grew up when I first came in, man, I was always told, Garcia, that window opens and closes right away, and it's a small window, right? And so I always just felt like, hey, look, if you're gonna write somebody up, write them up. Hey, but don't come back 2 3 weeks later trying to take shit personal or trying to I don't know just stir the fucking pot, right? Yeah, so yeah, man, I'm like, it's like that mechanic, right? You go get your oil change. You don't really give a fuck about what he thinks or what he said or whatever. Like you're just not. You're there to get your oil change and get out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that I didn't care about my job, but at the same time, I didn't care about inmates to a point where I was attaching some type of emotional connection, right? So yeah, the only people that I love and I'm attached emotionally is my family, man. That's it. That's it. It's the world that I built outside those prison walls. While I was in, I was, focused on my business, focused on other things and focused on coaching and doing other things. I wasn't uh, you know, the life that I had inside those prison walls, that was time on the clock, man. That was time on the clock. And so, as far as I see it, man, like I miss people that I worked with. I miss a lot of the stuff that we talked about. But as far as liking, loving, hating, and all that stuff, man, it just didn't exist. It didn't exist. I don't know. It's just a bad. It's for me. It's a bad protocol, man. It's a bad policy to have when you're in there taking shit personal and you're on the clock. I never came to work with feelings, you know. Granted, I got mad sometimes about certain things, but as far as my consistency, I would say that yeah, you know, I forgot about shit the minute I got in my car. Anyways, uh yeah, that if that answers your question, I don't know. Maybe if you need some clarity, ask me. Ask me in the comment section, man. If you like my content, like, subscribe, and share, man. Have a good day.